What makes the Nintendo Switch 2 different from the Nintendo Switch 1? I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also, share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. If you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel and you will become a fan. I hope so. Instead of me talking about it, I'm going to show you from this overview trailer that I got uploaded yesterday.
System can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode,
Now,
use the dock to play on
the thing about the
screen.
Switch 2 is
In tabletop mode, place your
the
system
game
however
prices
you stand.
and the hardware is expensive.
In handheld mode,
I've talked about it already in my short video that I uploaded earlier
with these
today.
3 play modes, you can enjoy
So,
whenever and wherever you
it's
want.
time to
Altogether,
hopefully get everybody excited about the Switch 2
look at some features of Nintendo
if you're
Switch
not
2
already.
and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system.
So this is how you're going to know the difference. The screen is bigger.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
Almost 8 inches compared to the original Switch on top.
Thickness remains the same.
So it's definitely a bigger screen. High definition display,
Double the pixels compared to Switch,
which is now up
games
to
with greater detail on the 1080p screen.
1080p. The original Switch did 720 in handheld. And it also runs at 120 frames per second
Gameplay and supported
in handheld mode for the 1080p with
The LCD
HDR.
screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing
Yeah,
more contrast between
the
light
Nintendo
and
Switch
images.
is doing it. They have HDR
The all-new
and 120
Joy-Con
frames.
controllers connect magnetically.
Yep, magnetic.
Magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
They're supposed to be solid on there. You got the button on the back, as you can see, to detach it.
The SL and
Bigger
SR
buttons
are bigger.
for the Nintendo Switch 2 controller right here. Joy-Con 2. Bigger control sticks, so if you have big hands, you can better play with the Joy-Con 2s now. And the mouse function got confirmed. So if you're a PC gamer and you want to play on a console but you want the PC experience, then you have the Nintendo Switch 2. Games like Metroid Prime 4, Mario Party Jamboree, this game, Dragon Drive, and tons more Nintendo Switch 2 edition games that will be supporting the mouse functionality. Got a built-in microphone so you can talk with your friends in video chat. Noise canceling technology. So when you got stuff going on in the background and you're talking to your friends with the microphone, everything else will be canceled out. So you can just hear yourself. 3D audio, which is fantastic. You're not going to be able to tell it too well in this video unless you're wearing headphones. Comparing it to the original Switch, which had a horrible stand, this stand is so much better. It actually leans back almost all the way flat. Then you got the charging port on the bottom like you had before. Then on the top, you have another charging one that you can connect this camera to, which allows you to video chat with your friends using the C button, which we finally got a confirmation about the C button. And yeah, 256 internal storage for Switch 2 compared to the 32 with the original Switch 1. Yeah. Nice stuff. And as you see, 4K. When you have your Switch 2 docked, you can game in 4K for compatible only games. I'm going to pause it here so you can see it real well. 2160p 4K docked for the Nintendo Switch 2. And it's got a fan built into the dock to keep it cool so it won't overheat, which is nice. Hopefully that fan is quiet, unlike the PS4 was like a jet engine taking off. Hopefully it won't be like that.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Yeah.
As well as compatible Nintendo
So it's
Switch
backwards
games.
compatible with Switch 1 games and exclusive Switch 2 games. Plus, it didn't talk about it in this video. I'll have to see if I can find it. But June 5th for the launch. Alright, here's a look. Alright, the physical games for Nintendo Switch 2. The cartridges are going to be red. And they have a faster loading time speed for the cartridges compared to the Switch 1 cartridges. And they're exactly the same size and all that stuff. And you have to use micro SD express cards. Reason why is they have faster loading speeds and it matches up with the loading speeds of the Switch 2. So you cannot use regular micro SD cards. You have to use micro express cards only. Then when it comes to the Pro Controller, you got the buttons on the back like a Xbox Elite Pro Controller, but this is the Nintendo version of that Pro Controller, which is very, very nice. Plus you got the audio jack for the first time, because the original Pro Controller for the Switch 1 didn't have that, so you can have a headphone jack. Now this is the other game that they didn't talk about in the overview. There's 3 different types of games the Switch 2 can play. Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, and Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. And this is one of them. Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, as you can tell. And it comes with Jamboree TV, which is DLC and extra content being added in. And you can use the mouse controls, as you can tell right there, for a lot of the mini games in this DLC add-on. And if you own the game physically, and there also will be a Nintendo Switch 2 physical version, but either way you can just buy the upgrade pack and get the Switch 2 edition. Both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions, enhanced resolution and frame rates, and HDR. So, oh yes. Kirby the Forgotten Land is getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition with added DLC added to the game, which was not there before. This is a tease edit right here for new content being added to this version of the game exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2. Just pause it. This is Metroid Prime 4. You can see the different modes: 4K, 60 frames per second, HDR, and then performance mode for 1080p, 120 frames, HDR. Insane stuff. And those are also Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games as well, also. This is the camera that I was talking about earlier. And you're using the camera to video chat with your friends. Like Discord, but it's on Nintendo Switch 2. So you can see for yourself. See what I'm saying? That's amazing. And with compatible games only, that's the Nintendo Switch 2 at the top. And you could share whatever game you're playing on your system with other Nintendo Switches. Like these are Nintendo Switch 1s. That's another Nintendo Switch 2. And if the game is compatible with it, then you can share your game with them. And they don't even have to have it. And exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 is the GameCube NSO. So GameCube games are being added, but only to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Online. There's some of the games that's coming there. and a controller, of course, for NSO members only. And of course, the Switch 2 is releasing on June 5th. There's a standard packaging right there for the console only, and a bundle with a digital version of Mario Kart World. And that's what makes the Switch 2 different than the Switch 1. The best I can show it off, I recommend watching the Direct for yourself and all that stuff. And they announced some amazing third-party games. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cyberpunk 2077, Elden Ring, Tarnished Edition. Can't get my words out. I'm not joking. All that stuff is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Star Wars Outlaws, and all that stuff. It was amazing Direct. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.